Shakur Stevenson is a first-class fighter, and I don't think it's going to make any difference that he get his title up because of weight difference. He just go to the next division and win that title as well.
People wanted this young, talented, brilliant defensive fighter, brilliant guy at control and range, Olympic silver medalist, quick hands, technically solid. He finally satisfied the critics, and he mixed offense with the defense.
Terrence, you're here for your little brother this week,
Yes.
it's Shakur Stevenson. I've interviewed both of you for years, and you really have kind of built a relationship that a lot of people know about. Some people maybe don't. How good is Shakur Stevenson in your opinion?
He's not good, he's great. You know, Shakur got all the tools and all the abilities to do bigger and better things than me, and that's what I'm hoping for him to do.
Boxing legends believe Shakur Stevenson may be nearly unbeatable, pointing to his elite technical skills and exceptional composure under pressure as the reasons he could remain undefeated.
He stood his ground, and he punched, and he still got the better of it with the sweet science, being defensively responsible, but without having to be less entertaining. He was more entertaining. He satisfied people. He made people, they said, that's what we wanted in Shakur. And they got.
Andre Ward has openly praised Shakur Stevenson's talent, saying his potential in boxing is enormous. Ward highlighted that Stevenson is a true student of the game, constantly learning, staying disciplined, and dedicating himself fully to his craft.
I think he had a lot of stuff he could have did, but he's so talented and gifted, man, you know. You also got to trust what he's seeing in there. You know, we on the outside, you know. But I think he put on a tremendous performance, and obviously, you know, the level he's at, you always look for things he could do better, you know.
What did you see from the outside that he might?
I mean, I'm just saying, like, you know, like I think it was a lot of body work and stuff like that he could have touched on, but again, he's in there, you know, so he's seeing stuff, he's feeling the punches. We not, so you got to trust what he's seeing.
Teofimo just couldn't get going.
Put on well, he tried to get going, he just wasn't allowed to. So it's just the distance and range that Shakur has just perfected throughout the years, and then making him pay when he does that discourages him to not want to punch anymore. And I think he was out of answers in the first round. Honestly, I think he didn't really have any answers. When Teo starts doing little certain things with his hands and starts playing the clown game, he out of answers. He's down to just one shot. So Shakur just stayed focused, stayed locked in. And you know, was at 4 divisions now, 26, 30, 35, 40.
Ward stated, "We still don't know how great Shakur can truly become because he's continuing to evolve and hasn't yet faced every elite challenge available."
Yeah, not done yet, you know, it's not done yet. He's a great for sure. How great, we're gonna see. You know, he got a lot, he can box as long as he wants to box because he don't take punishment, and he's a master boxer, you know what I mean? So, just excited for him, man, happy for him, man. You know, it's hard for me to see my brothers fight when I'm not fighting. That's harder to me than to actually fight because I can't help it. So I'm just happy it's over, man. I'm happy he got the win and get home to them babies, get that check.
Last one from me. He's in there in the ring with Conor Ben. Do you like that fight for
Absolutely,
sure?
yeah.
How do you think that one goes?
Conor's always dangerous. He's gonna come forward, but man, it's gonna look a lot like that. And there's no disrespect to Conor Ben. You know, I respect what he does and how he does it, but the skill set, bro, is different. They say them boxers boring, man. Why they be saying that?
Terrence Crawford has applauded Shakur Stevenson's elite skill set, hinting that many fighters are hesitant to step in the ring with him. Crawford suggested that Stevenson's technical brilliance and tricky style make him a risky and challenging opponent, which could explain why some boxers are reluctant to pursue a fight against him.
Why certain fighters didn't want to take the chance to step in the ring with this fighter. He's great. A lot of people started saying, oh, he's a runner, he's this, he's that. Just to detour people from being excited to see him fight because he's not knocking people out and all that crazy stuff, but they would see why people really don't want to get in the ring with him come tomorrow.
I know you've shared the ring with him, sparring plenty of times. What makes Shakur Stevenson great? What makes him different? What makes him, I don't want to say an ilk of yourself, but in the same kind of era, the Bud Crawford era, he's got the Shakur Stevenson era.
Everything. The offense, the defense, the poise, the rhythm, the distance, the timing, punch placement, the react time. Like, I can go on and on You know, the toughness, the grit, the grind. Like, he's amazing. You know, and tomorrow he will show it.
How do you think it ends tomorrow night? Do you believe that Shakur Stevenson can stop Teofimo Lopez? Because people aren't really talking about that.
Listen, if T.O. get out of line, you know, he can get hurt. You know? But I see Shakur outboxing him to a decision, a unanimous decision.
Deontay Wilder has recognized Shakur Stevenson as one of the most intelligent and technically skilled fighters in boxing today. He highlighted Stevenson's mastery of distance, sharp timing, and defensive awareness, noting how effectively he uses those tools to neutralize and frustrate his opponents in the ring.
I mean, Shakur is very skillful. He's very smart in the ring, and he comes to fight every time.
Floyd Mayweather has openly praised Shakur Stevenson's boxing skills, though he stopped short of calling him the outright best in the division. Instead, Mayweather described Stevenson as the most skillful fighter in his weight class, particularly when compared to Gervonta Tank Davis, whom he labeled the biggest puncher. According to Mayweather, while Tank brings explosive power, Stevenson stands out for his superior technique and technical mastery. Mayweather has also shown long-term belief in Shakur's potential. Early in Stevenson's career, he told the young star that if anyone had the ability to break his records, it could be him, an endorsement that reflected his confidence in Stevenson's talent, discipline, and future greatness.
Guys fighting between 130, 135, and 140. They stack, you know, around that area. So, I mean, as of right now,
skills that pay the bills.
Well, the two guys, well, the biggest puncher, I feel, at the 135 will probably be Gervonta Tank Davis.
Mm-hmm.
But the most skillful fighter at 135 will be hands down Shakur Stevens.
And what is it about him? Because I know he have a lot of good attributes, but do you think he has enough power to sustain?
Well, it's really all about skills. Pernell Whitaker wasn't a huge puncher, but he was, I mean, very exciting, very tough, and he fought everybody. And Shakur is trying to do the same thing. He want to fight the best.
Mike Tyson has spoken highly of Shakur Stevenson's boxing ability, describing him as a true specialist in sport. Tyson emphasized that Stevenson's skill set and technical mastery make him extremely difficult to beat, even if some fans don't always appreciate his style. According to Tyson, not every great performance has to be a slugfest. Real boxing is an art form. Tyson explained that Stevenson's precision, defensive awareness, and ring intelligence are what allow him to consistently outclass high-level opponents. He also praised Shakur's recent outings, noting his sharp combinations, slick head movement, and overall composure in the ring. In Tyson's view, Stevenson represents classic boxing at its finest. Hit and don't get hit.
Shakur beat him. If he can't hurt him, that would be my question.
Listen, you don't have to hurt him, you just have to outscore him. You know, Shakur takes a good shot, though. You know, he's a specialist. That's why some fights that he doesn't look good in, because he's so superior. And it's just, it's boring watching sometimes. But he's a specialist. He knows what he's doing. He's hard to beat.
Shakur Stevenson, a 2016 Olympic silver medalist, has remained undefeated as a professional and recently moved up to 140 pounds to challenge Teofimo Lopez for world title gold. Known for his elite defensive skills, pinpoint accuracy, slick southpaw movement, and high ring IQ, Stevenson has proven to be one of the hardest fighters to solve in the sport. His ability to control distance, dictate tempo, and neutralize opponent's strength has allowed him to outmaneuver top competition across multiple weight classes. But for Stevenson, it's about more than just collecting belts. He has made it clear that his goal is to build a lasting legacy, one that places him among the greatest boxers of all time, by consistently taking on the biggest challenges and proving himself against elite opposition.
I think the fight with T.O. is either going to be you delivering a masterclass,
or a knockout by T.O.
Yeah, or you getting into some type of brawl with T.O. and end up getting knocked out, right? What are fans getting wrong about the matchup?
I think the fans is getting wrong about the matchup is where I'm not sleeping on that I know about T.O. T.O.'s a good boxer.
Mm-hmm.
He's boxer first. So we could say, oh, he's just going to knock you out. He's just going to... That's not him. He's boxing first. He's going to want to establish distance and range on the outside and try to beat me up on the outside. So I think that's the main thing. And also the biggest thing that everybody don't realize with me, I can punch. Everybody say, oh, he can't punch, and then boom, crack somebody, and then they laying down, or something may happen to where they hurt or something like that. So I think that's two big things where they don't understand.
Eddie Hearn has strongly backed Shakur Stevenson, calling the slick southpaw one of the most underrated fighters in boxing today. Hearn believes many fans and critics fail to appreciate just how difficult Stevenson is to beat because his style isn't built around highlight reel knockouts, but around elite fundamentals, ring intelligence, and defensive mastery. According to Hearn, Shakur's ability to control distance, shut down dangerous opponents, and consistently dominate rounds makes him a nightmare matchup for anyone, regardless of the weight class. He also stressed that winning clearly and repeatedly at the highest level takes a rare kind of greatness, one that often goes unnoticed in a sport that sometimes favors drama over precision. That in Hearn's view, Stevenson's resume, discipline, and technical brilliance deserve far more respect for the boxing public than they currently receive.
Shakur is massively underrated in terms of his achievements and his ability. Everyone in boxing knows how good Shakur is. He is pound for pound, top 5 in terms of quality. But look at the achievements of the young man. At 28 years of age, he's already a 3-division world champion. This is to become a 4-division world champion. Quite remarkable. And Teofimo always rises to the occasion. Sometimes you see a little bit of a lackluster performance when he's not motivated, when there isn't kind of any legacy on the line. This is different. This is a sold-out Madison Square Garden between two of the elite fighters of our generation. And the best thing about this fight is we're seeing them in their prime.
After Shakur Stevenson delivered a dominant, masterclass performance over Teofimo Lopez at Madison Square Garden, renowned trainer Brian Bomack, McIntyre didn't hold back his praise. Bomack described the performance as a true masterpiece, saying Stevenson looked smooth, calm, and beautiful in the ring from start to finish. He emphasized that young fighters should study the bout as a textbook example of elite boxing, highlighting how Stevenson controlled every aspect of the fight with a sharp jab, smart footwork, and high-level ring IQ. According to Bomack, Lopez simply had no answers and no adjustments that could change the direction of the fight. When asked what it would take to beat Stevenson, Bomack gave a telling response. Honestly, you might want to stay away from that kid. His comments summed up just how dominant and untouchable Stevenson looked on that night.
He looked so smooth, calm, and relaxed, man. That was beautiful. That was the one boxing lesson that you future guys, young guys and the amateurs just turning pro, watch that, man. That was beautiful. You heard his father say in the corner, what happened to your fast hands? That didn't work, man.
Just overall, like, just given the styles and in boxing so well, like, was there any way that Teo could have put on a better performance, a better plan, and gotten a better result?
No, I don't think whatever he would have brought to the table would have worked, man. Shakur just got a great boxing mind. That's just it. He's got a great boxing mind, and once he put his mind to it, he's gonna get the job done.
What is it gonna take to beat someone like him?
I don't know, Brian. Probably want to stay away from that kid, man.
Shakur Stevenson was simply magnificent against Teofimo Lopez, delivering one of the most dominant performances of his career in a 12-round masterclass. He controlled every aspect of the fight with elite defense, a sharp jab, and pinpoint counters, making it nearly impossible for Lopez to land clean shots while repeatedly finding his own mark. All 3 judges scored the bout 119-109, reflecting just how thoroughly Stevenson dictated the action and neutralized Lopez's offense. Stevenson himself described it as the art of boxing: hit without getting hit and pick your opponent apart. An age-old principle executed to perfection. His footwork, timing, and ring intelligence were on full display as he outboxed and outmaneuvered a former champion on one of the sport's biggest stages.
Shakur Stevenson. Wow. I saw some casuals online saying that it wasn't entertaining. But if you're a boxing purist and you know what you're watching, you know that you're watching greatness. The art of hitting and not getting hit. Let me put this into perspective for you. Teofimo Lopez is a 2-weight Ring Magazine champion. He is elite and he's in his prime. Shakur Stevenson went to his weight category and made him look ordinary. He is top 5 pound for pound in the world right now. And he beats anybody and everybody from 135 to 147. And I include Tank.
Do you think this dominant showing makes Shakur Stevenson unbeatable at 140 pounds? Or is it time for him to step up and face bigger names like Conor Ben next? Drop your predictions and thoughts in the comments below.